organized. And then we're good. Now, I know these aren't supposed to be substitutes for streams, but...
You're considering it as a substitute for your stream.
No, I mean, I don't think I'm going to be streaming after this.
That's what I mean.
So, you know.
I mean, to be fair, you did just kind of stream for like literally half a day. Like 2 days ago.
12.5
Yesterday,
hours
whatever
stream.
the hell it was.
I was like, I probably could stream, but if I don't want to stream tomorrow, that like when I said tomorrow, I mean like Monday.
Yeah.
Like if I don't want to stream, then I'm sure that'd be fine because it was essentially 2 chunky streams taped together in one. But now we're having a problem where the thing I mentioned during the stream, where
What part of the stream?
I don't know. I don't have a timestamp for anything, but I was like, what is this? What was this in? Mothership?
Yep.
Okay.
Mothership. No sniper, only heavy splatling, so...
I was like, is YouTube gonna accept this? And
probably not.
Sure enough, they didn't. So I'm like, alright, I'll export it from Twitch.
You know, like 128 gigabytes inside. That's nuts to me.
It said, on Twitch, it said, fucking part 0 of 2. That's still not done. I came back from my dog and it said part 1 of 2. And then I'm like, oh, is there gonna be a part 2 of 2, making it 3 parts for some reason?
The fact that they did like 0 out of 2 is weird.
Yeah, exactly. And part 1 of 2 was only 35 minutes. So it's not evenly split. So basically what I'm gonna do is edit it by splitting it in half and rendering it. God, that's gonna take for fucking ever.
That is gonna take fucking gauges.
And then because YouTube isn't desyncing the audio on the videos if I just leave the upload alone and don't use the computer. So I'm gonna have to not use the computer for 2 uploads of 6-hour streams.
I mean, you have an iPad. You're fine. Basically the same. Like whenever my computer is like rendering or out of commission, I just go on my iPad. It's basically the same shit.
I'm just trying to think of ways or things to do, not on the computer. So one of them is going to be showering tonight. That'll
Shower
take
for 6 hours.
No. It usually takes like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
To upload. Oh, Hammer came and then left. But
VRB. I saw you almost die to the rising tide.
Nah, that was fine.
Oh, good.
Oh, come on. Me dying is reminding me of the Salmon Run map we were gonna do, but it was Bamboozler on Marooners Bay. And Kevin's like, hey, wanna do Salmon Run? And I'm like, I played it earlier with friends, and let me tell you, it is terrible. Only one person? How is that even possible? How is this even happening?
I mean, it's basically not happening, as far as this is going.
No, I mean, how is this failure happening?
I mean, I have a charge weapon on this wave, which is basically, you know, basically if there's no one covering me, rip.
I don't know why you aren't up here.
I was, and then they all came for me because you died, so no one was covering me. So when my charge ran out, they were targeting me, so, you know.
I don't have any more hypers, so I'm dead.
The facts are as dude.
It's our teammates, that's it. That's the problem.
Yeah.
The problem with uploading is that I think Luke using the internet for Smash might also interfere with it. But whatever he's hoping.
It depends on your bandwidth, really.
Yeah, it shouldn't be doing that. But like last night it was lagging, and I think that was because I had 24 hours of Twitter open across 3 tabs.
Yeah, that would do it.
Well, it already already loaded it. Why does the internet need
Your
to do?
processor still has to hold it in place, and it has
Yeah,
to
no,
take
it's all
part
in
in
my
it.
RAM now, so it shouldn't affect Luke's Switch.
But every time
right?
you want to look at anything on it, I mean, I don't. It shouldn't affect Luke's Switch really. Like your upload will affect his Switch. Your own upload time being slower is going to be affected by your processor going like, oh Jesus.
Well, no. It's not about upload time. It's about YouTube not desyncing it for some reason.
Alright.
Because usually I have I've been doing it with 8 hours of Twitter open, and the sync seems fine by the end. So I don't know what the fuck the problem is.
Oh, I see what you mean. Alright, the desync.
Posted it on 2 fucking forums, and no one answered anything.
I mean, no one. It's more like it's basically what no one knows is what it is.
No, that
This
is.
again.
Oh, okay. Well, I still don't have it, so.
I don't have it either, so. There, but for the grace of God, will we?
I put that in.
Oh, they're not shooting it, so I suppose though.
Yep. Oh, I have an egg, huh? Yeah, the weird thing was it was just a casual 12-hour stream. I mean, I think
the funniest thing to me is that when I left for the night, you said, "Yeah, I'm not gonna go on for much longer." And then there's just, I come back to that point in the VOD and it picks me up where I left off. So you say that, and I have to look at the timer, and there's 7 hours of VOD left to go.
Well, when was that? Was that before Mementos?
That was before Mementos, yeah. That was like basically after, after like 2 of your free time days after you beat the dungeon.
So I was like, oh, do I want to do Mementos or do I want to save that for next stream? And then I did it, and then I'm like, well, the rest is just casual, fun, days passing by and deciding why I want to do the stats. That's easy. So easy, I could do it for an additional 5 hours. So I did. Well, it stopped being casual at the 10 hour mark, I think. At that point, it was like, this is possible.
The honking.
I have my ringtone turned up because someone was gonna call me about a job, but they called me beforehand, so that's the reason why we're streaming now.
Okay.
Or I'm allowed to stream now. Otherwise, I would have been like,
I don't need to stream ever. It's fine.
Who knows how long this will take? It's important. I felt really bad during that 12-hour stream. I took so many breaks.
Bricks?
Both because I had to and,
Oh, you mean like just getting up to take a piss or whatever?
Yeah, going to the bathroom, then my employer called, and then fucking Luke came with burgers.
Did you realize it was a 12-hour stream?
What do you mean?
Did you realize, if you were going like, oh man, I felt bad about it, did at any point you realize you'd been going for 12 goddamn hours?
Well, yeah, it's been in between streams. You know what I mean? Like one at 1 hour, one at 3 hours, that kind of thing.
Yeah, but even then I would have been like, I've been at this 5 hours, it's fine.
I don't know who has the stingray, but
It's not me. It's I have grenades.
Solve this problem, please.
Go over here, the rescuers getting this sideloaded view to grab an egg, and it's like,
Yeah, it's been so long since we've done this that this is recent news. But or at least it's still in my notes. Hare won the Splatfest, Gavin.
okay.
Guess who was right? Me. The tortoise was surprising to me. Tortoise was probably the most Fuck, the biggest disparity between, you know, percentages and votes that I've seen in
No,
the spot
it's
fest.
been far, far wider. It's been 2070 at points.
Like, I was genuinely surprised by how...
This one was just like 53, 47 or whatever. Like, it wasn't that much of a split.
No, it was it was at least 10%.
No, it was 53, 47. Because I got the results thing when I booted this up for the stream. I looked at it.
You sure you aren't looking at the win rates? Because that was pretty big, too.
No, win rates were also like 53, 47.
It was more than 1%, and I was like, what the fuck? It's never more than 1%.
Yes, it is. Regularly, it's more than 1%.
Hey, what's this?
That's what.
Stingers everywhere?
Yeah, I'm kind of like keeping everyone alive and also trying to not die. Just can't fucking get it.
I was already targeted by 2, and then I hear a third one revving up. I'm like,
oh, I'm gonna die. Use the blast of your best suit to kill, man. Well, there's one dead.
Look, it's irrelevant now.
Oh, no, I know. But...
Oh, I was hoping to kill that Moz and sacrifice myself, but low ink. Yeah, but no one believed me, and I was right. The hair would win in a rematch, which is so fucking stupid. But
see, you're kind of like putting like the amount of people who won in games as like this is what would actually happen in the genuine story, and it's like, how?
Nope, I'm right. That's all that matters, Gavin, is that I'm right. Doesn't matter how we got there. Oh, but you know, speaking of me being right, I had this idea earlier, and by earlier I mean like when the event was still going on.
Yeah.
Why the fuck was there not like a salmon run event? The whole damn holiday's about eggs. The whole damn side mode is about eggs. Wow.
Chris, I think you're gonna have to eventually come to terms with the fact that only you or I give a shit about this mode.
Literally, all they had to do was remodel the eggs to look like Easter eggs, and I would have been happy.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Literally, only you and I would be happy.
I don't think you would be happy.
No, you're right, actually. Literally, only you would be happy.
You know what? Gavin's never happy.
Happy as all hell when I'm playing Kingdom Hearts 3. That game makes me so giddy.
I peek in every once in a while because, you know, I do leave your stream open when possible. No one from Twitch is listening, right? So that you could get affiliate just from views.
Yeah.
Even if I'm not watching. The way to cheat the system.
The problem is I need like X amount of people actively talking is the main thing.
I don't think so.
No, it is on the page. It says X amount of people actively talking.
So could I just go in there and type K every once in a while?
Yeah, basically. I need like an average of 3 people across my streams in 30 days to be talking in chat or whatever. I had 50 followers, and that's like the 2 requirements I don't have. So I stream enough, and I have like an average of 1.91. So.
Well, that's stupid. The whole trick was like, you know, you leave the volume on because Twitch actually, you know, knows
Checks
when the
on it
volume's
to see
muted.
if, yeah.
But if the volume's on even a tiny bit, then, you know, that's fine by them. That counts. So I've been doing that. But yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3, yeah, when I peek in, it looks amazing.
It's goddamn fun.
Like, it looks visually. I don't know anything about the gameplay. I've heard mixed things, but
I mean,
it
the mixed things
looks
from people
amazing.
who've actually played Kingdom Hearts, or is it just...
Are you... Oh, well, you already told me you aren't allowed to play Kingdom Hearts 3 without playing the other ones.
Yeah,
so.
you're not. So like, who's
Yeah,
saying
I
the
mean,
mixed things?
obviously. Well, Gavin, wait. You played it and beat it before, right?
Yeah, I got the platinum.
Yeah, okay, just making sure. So Kingdom Hearts 2 is better, right?
Eh.
Regardless of whether people like it or not, That always seems to be the theme. Like,
See, like
it's
I
so
think like on the
specific.
whole, I might enjoy Kingdom Hearts 2's battle system more just for the forms in it versus the form change weapons. I just enjoy the forms more. Stuff like Valor form is just like more frantic and fun and all that, but I think like as a general game, Kingdom Hearts 3 kind of blows 2 out of the water. It's like when it comes like for instance to Disney World, it's very much like quality, and that's a lot of quality over vast quantity.
I heard the Disney Worlds in Kingdom Hearts 3 suck dick.
Well, whoever said that is like weird, sad, and hasn't actually played the game.
Maybe they should have put up in.
I'm pretty sure they're doing the thing where like they're going like, there's only like X amount of worlds. There's not like 20 in Kingdom Hearts 2, ignoring the fact that like a lot of the worlds in Kingdom Hearts 2 were like 2 rooms big.
Well, reminder that Kingdom Hearts 2 had Finny fun. And
I
don't
mean,
think
and Kingdom Hearts 3 doesn't, so that's a plus in Kingdom Hearts 3's favor. The solid plus in Kingdom Hearts 3's favor.
Was that your stream where I like it was during?
You came in exactly when I had to do the
all
mandatory
caps,
Atlanta.
Finny fun!
Yeah. That was my stream. But no, like, the thing with it is, like, I feel like people are just doing the thing where they're like, oh, this is overhyped or whatever because it's the new big one. Or some stupid shit, and it's like, they're not actually looking at the game objectively, because, objectively speaking, the worlds in Kingdom Hearts 3 are just far fucking better, because like, there's a lot more care, attention, and love put into them. There's like, they're more than just, like, vaguely textured voids that you go in and have, like, awkwardly choreographed cutscenes in. You compare like the Tangled cutscenes to like say like the recreation of scenes from the Tangled movie in the Tangled world compared to the recreation of the Hakuna Matata. Yeah. Hakuna Matata.
He said the word wrong.
Yeah. They compare it to like the scene where they do that, they make that reference, do that recreation in Kingdom Hearts 2. And like I love Kingdom Hearts 2. It's a really good game. But fuck me, some of it's the ways it wants to recreate movie scenes and shit like that are just tragic. Because there's no music in that, it's just the three models walking along extremely awkwardly, just kind of slightly bobbing in dead silence. Just going, Hakun Matata, Hakun Matata, and it's just, it's really stupid awkward. And then, you know, while the world itself does annoy me, the Frozen world has the fucking music at least.
That's bad. That's a detriment, Gavin.
It's still better than Atlanta.
I mean, it's like probably a really small thing, but the part of this Kingdom Hearts 3 stream I came in on was fucking you having to stand in a spot, then press a button to watch a cutscene of you grabbing onto Tangled Girl and then swinging across a gap. And I'm like, can you just jump across that, my man?
Well, actually, you can't until you beat that world, and you get high jump, and then you can jump across it.
Like, I don't know, maybe they could have made it a bit smoother, but it was
mostly just for like to have the fun thing of using her to get around. Which is another thing Kingdom Hearts 3 does better. It just generally integrates the characters and all that shit a lot better than 2 does. Like, really the main thing is like compare like the Pirates world in Kingdom Hearts 2 to the Pirates world in Kingdom Hearts 3.
I can't, but
well, it's basically the thing of like the Pirates world in Kingdom Hearts 3 is goddamn rad.
I mean, but that's the thing, Gavin. That's why the Pirates world is so good in Kingdom Hearts 2. Because it's so bad. Yeah. Wait, tell me. Does the Pirates world in Kingdom Hearts 3 use da 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 for literally everything?
No.
Thank God, so it is better.
Yeah, it only turns up actually for like specific cutscenes.
Where it's actually appropriate.
Yep.
Instead of, oh, one Heartless managed to somehow wander its way near me.
Yeah, no, like they actually use like a multitude of tracks in the movie soundtracks. I didn't even notice my cat had come onto the bed and curled into a ball. What the hell? It's getting stealthier, this little thing.
You're just getting blinder.
I mean, to be fair, he is like a black cat in a dark room.
Is your room dark?
Yeah.
Wait a second. You still do that shit where you don't have the lights on, do you?
Yeah.
Don't you? Turn your lights on.
Like, I kind of don't need to when there's like 2 TV screens that are like bigger than my body.
That's not That's not
on, and also like the
kind of
hall
like-
lights on as well, and beaming in the door
Don't-
anyway.
Don't be like Gavin. Turn on your lights in your room. So how long do you think Kingdom Hearts 3 is gonna take you?
Well, I'm not like roughly at the halfway point of Worlds, so maybe like twice the amount of streams I have now, plus 1 or 2 for like extra stuff, depending on time. Well, I say that, but like probably like add an hour or 2 in, because Pirates World is actually goddamn gigantic in 3.
Is it Sea of Thieves, or are you just sailing around doing nothing?
I mean, like, not really, because you sail around, but you actually have a lot to do. Like, the distance between islands is, like, relatively small, and ship combat is fucking rad. And you actually have stuff to do, you have to go around, like, you know, beefing your shit up for, like, the final fight of the world. You upgrade your ship. And there's also, like, there's lots of islands and shit to explore, like, secret areas and stuff in them. It's, like, really cool. It's really just good. Like, it's just fantastic all around.
All I'm saying is you have another 3 game that you haven't played.
Yeah, but that game's shit.
Hey, which one?
Danganronpa?
That's not shit.
It's not, because I've only played like an hour of it. But God.
You need to at least see how it ends.
I mean,
That's
the main
all I
thing is
care
just
about.
trying to like just push myself to start it, because like I did that hour and I was like, really not.
Well, that's not true. I care about being able to send you fan art.
It's just like I really like. I try, but then it's like I'm really not feeling this. I don't know if it's just like
I don't think you've tried since that one attempt, though.
I haven't. But like sometimes I'm like,
Well,
well
then
maybe
you can't really
this. I
say
go
you
like
tried.
maybe this weekend, and then can like, or I could like play something fun, where I'm not gonna spend the whole time going.
You don't know that.
I mean, I kind of do, because in the first hour, they introduced those goddamn birds. It's like, well, if I had to put up with this the whole game, I'm going to be going, you know?
They don't show up. They really, the most they show up is in the trials.
If you say so, they were showing
Even
up
that,
every fucking 10 minutes. It
Well, that's because the game is introducing them as a concept.
really doesn't need them. So I don't know, like, I kind of get, like, Danganronpa 2 vibes when it comes to the cast, where it's like, I don't see any of these as being, like, actual real obvious pricks, beyond one.
Not true.
Like, beyond one of them. And
Which one?
I don't remember his name, he's a little black-haired kid in a white suit, and he's just like, I'm hee-hee-ho-ho, and say, you can just fuck off, I don't know, I already don't like you.
That's the perfect way to describe Oma. I don't remember everyone in there, but I think he's the only character in that I don't like.
Yeah, I already didn't like him from, like, the moment he began talking, I'm like, oh no.
Maybe if you didn't go behind the basket.
And the main problem with everyone else is I feel like it's a Danganronpa 2 thing where like they're trying to make them all inherently likable, and it's kind of like the problem with that is then I can't really see any of them actually being murderers in any justifiable way.
That's good.
That's not good though, because like the one nice thing about Danganronpa 1 was that yeah, I could see that under like strange circumstances and all, I could see any of these people fucking snapping and killing. Danganronpa 2 was like I can't see any.
Fujisaki.
Well, you know, besides her, but like, you know,
2 of them are already dead.
yeah, I'm stuck in ink and now I'm dead. I got them off at least.
Oh, that's enemies.
Alright, sniper down.
Oh. I guess I'm over here now.
Yeah, this is anything to get you back up, really. I haven't. I just respawned over here and left to my demise.
Nope, low ink. An effort was made. And I'm dead. Did not see that coming.
The goddamn rim of these fucking steelheads. Why did this count me over here? God damn it. I don't know, fuck me, man. I'll come back, Hammer.
I could try one. I could try one. One last splashdown.
I'll try and will myself to do it eventually, but it really is a thing of will. I don't know, maybe like Danganronpa 2 and like the bad half of Danganronpa 3's anime just kind of turned me on the whole thing. I'm just kind of like, I don't want to go through this again. It's just kind of stunning because like Danganronpa 1 is a game I really like. I was like, oh shit, this is really good. And then they just fucked it up. Just fucked it completely.
What else did I want you to play? I feel like there's something.
If you have, I don't think you've told me.
Another third game. I feel like there were two of them.
I don't know any offhand, so. I haven't actually decided what I'm doing after Kingdom Hearts 3 yet either.
Oh, there we go.
What about you then?
What?
What are your views on Persona 5 so far?
I mean, I streamed
Wrong.
it for 12 hours,
But...
so what are you fucking Gavin? I don't know. I feel like I tweeted something yesterday, and you're like, the gameplay's fun. I'm like, I think you got the wrong idea. But at the same time,
yeah, well, I mean, you said that, but the way you phrased it was, I can't see anyone possibly playing this ever again after playing it one time. That's baffling to me.
Not ever again. I said in the next decade.
So ever
Persona
again.
5 Royal is coming out in maybe a year. So that's 9 years, Gavin.
The basic impression was you said you were
Persona
fucking
5
stunned that
Royal.
anyone would replay Persona 5 ever, and it's kind of, you know, people like enjoy the gameplay, right?
But it's like, I don't know, man. For me, I feel like that's not the main part of the game, which is really weird. Like, I reflected on it after I read that tweet, and I'm like, yeah, that's kind of weird, isn't it?
I don't think it is, because like the gameplay includes like getting all the personas, like doing all the social links and all that shit.
I don't think that counts as gameplay.
That is gameplay.
Gameplay to me is the palace and mementos.
That's like a very weird and arbitrary distinction that makes no sense.
Everything else is just, you know, you're just trying to decide what you want to do.
I'm pretty sure, like, if I don't inevitably decide to do it at some point, hell, David might even like stream Royal, so there you go. You can just watch him do it if you want to see the new content. One of the two of us will snap and decide to do that.
It's not that I dislike the gameplay. It's just that it doesn't go as breezily as the other stuff, I feel. And that's not even like it's not even, I mean, that says like,
be fair, that is
struggle.
It's also kind of like,
not.
you know, like the one side of it is just you pressing X through text boxes, and the other one is like an actual game.
But it's like, I think what wears me down in the palaces and stuff is the don't stay by the egg, dumbass. Is like the SP management, which fucking stresses me out, and what else?
Again,
The fucking lack of save points. Like you only get 4 save points across a like 3-hour dungeon, 4-hour dungeon. I'm like, oh. Like, I wish I could stream a little bit more, but then who knows when the next save point is. I started thinking, oh, the map's the only thing I don't like about this game. I'm coming up with a bit more. They're not big. by any means.
I mean, it's also I kind of wonder how much of it is like valid versus user error.
Well, you know what? That's a good point because I was gonna bring up. I can't go inside the cafe after I leave it once. Really hate that. Who knows if that's user error or not? But I feel like it's not.
I am reading the chat, Hammer. I'm just like, you know, give me a second to get the look in. But yes, you were saying.
It's just like things like that, you know. Like so far, I can't. I can't even think of a character I don't like. I don't think.
Yeah, visual novels are not games. So
yep.
Persona's visual novel parts can't be gameplay.
Characters are the best part of any form of media. If the characters are bad, it's bad. Sorry. But, like that...
But if that's the case, why do you like Danganronpa?
Excuse me? That's kind of why I thought Darling in the Franxx wasn't that bad, because I kind of like the characters despite everything.
Yeah,
and, you know,
I like
everything.
The characters.
Characters can save a thing, so like Persona 5 having a bunch of good characters, even fucking no good Tora, you know? This middle-aged ass man, I'm like, hell yeah. And I haven't even gotten to Haru yet.
Well, the camera raises a good point, Akechi, but...
Well, that's the thing. I still don't hate him.
That's because you haven't seen the terrible bits yet.
I know. I mean, I think I got spoiled for me, but...
Yeah, you basically admitted that before you even played the game, but...
I think I told you what was spoiled. I don't think you told me if it was actually true or not.
I didn't say it was actually true or not, but you have heard spoilers. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, I don't want to say it on like the stream in case there's someone watching it blind as well. Obviously, I'm not going to say it here.
Instead of catches actually two people at once. It's very weird. No, the thing is, it's kind of hard to explain this without going into spoil, but I will tell you, Hammer. No, they don't. It's not. They didn't make Akechi deliberately unlikable. They wanted you to like Akechi, and they fucked it up. They fucked it so bad.
But Gavin, he's hot.
No, he's not.
Speak for yourself, buddy.
At least speak for myself. You want hot? There's Yusuke right there.
Yeah, no.
You want to deny that man and his lobsters? Are you? Yeah, seriously, they really wanted people to like Akechi. They were hoping he would be like the adored thing, and bafflingly, he is like widely adored, despite the fact that he's a shit character.
Widely?
Yes, widely.
I only know one person that likes him.
I mean, widely enough that the anime staff just like really pushed him super hard in the anime and tried to like give him a lot more screen time and scenes that he didn't actually have or in the main game at all.
Well, I heard the anime's not good. So
it's not, no.
It's just like the Danganronpa one, right?
I mean, it's not as bad as like the feature arc.
Not three. No, I'm not talking 3. I'm talking the Danganronpa 1 animation.
The adaptation. Okay.
Yeah. Where you would love to see these characters fully voiced and animated, but just cut everything out.
Fucking lovely.
So yeah, I would say play Persona 5, but don't yet. I'm really scared that Persona 5R is gonna be worse than the main game. Oh,
Why?
And then I'm gonna look like a dickhead for saying to wait for it. But
The thing is, like, I have to ask, Har could possibly be worse.
I don't know, Kazumi might suck.
The thing is,
free time events might
like,
suck.
Persona 4 Golden's new like waifu character Marie sucked so hard. She's fucking terrible. But here's the thing: Persona 4 Golden's still a better game than Persona 4.
Well, yeah, because it's not on the PS2.
Well, no, the PS2 is a perfectly fine console. The main issue was that like it does a lot. The main thing is it does like a lot of gameplay refinements and additions that are actually really fucking good. There's some genuinely good like additional scenes that and stuff that are also really fucking good that make up for the one hideous blight. So even if Kazumi is somehow like, Seeing if Kasumi is still terrible somehow, all the additions that they are can still like easily make it just better than base Persona 5.
Oh yeah, that reminded me of something.
Yes.
Buffs and debuffs not showing on your characters, and buffs and debuffs not showing how long they're lasting on everything. That's something else I don't like.
Universal free turns.
Yeah, but then I had to keep count of it.
That's really not hard. You can
count.
Count to 3, I presume.
So much happens. So much strategy happens in between turns that you're like, oh, did I count? You're too busy picking.
You're gonna need to like stream like 3 months of brain training or something.
Are you saying it's a bad thing for them to put the numbers there and the statuses?
No, but I'm saying it's also not like a bad thing that they don't. Because it's not hard to keep track of this stuff at all.
It is because the game is so in depth.
It's actually fairly simple as like complex JRPG.
Because you're like, oh, I'll count on the enemy's turn, and then suddenly you have to be like, oh shit, the enemy did this and this and this. How's my team? And then, what are they gonna do? That blah blah blah. You gotta count for that. Oh wait, I forgot to count. Fuck. Yeah. I
kind of need to remember that you basically never played like Pokemon and Paper Mario for RPGs. I don't know, because like that shit just comes to me naturally. Like, yeah, that's just part of the game, whatever. Then that's kind of like the shit I've been mainly doing in games, like a lot of the games I played.
Oh, you aren't gonna convince me out of this one because it's just a quality of life change.
It's a quality of life change for someone who can't count to 3.
Like, see, that's a logical extreme.
So I would say it's a logical extreme to say that the game is worse because you can't keep track of a 3-turn counter.
I mean, minorly worse. I think, like, if I had to fix one thing about the game, I would, like, it kind of, I don't know, man. I just wish I could save.
The game out remove a catchy.
I just wish I could just save so I could feel safe going into a palace and not be like, okay, I have to stop now so that I have 6 hours just in case. And then, oh, I don't want to stream now because I only have 3 hours and who knows if I'll be stuck in between save rooms.
I mean, in that case, just use the save rooms like more liberally. Once you get to it, it's like, okay, that's it.
Then you have to run all the way back and then all the enemies respawn and you have to figure out what you were doing again and...
No, I mean, like, when you hit the save room, just go, okay, cancel out of it the dungeon for this in-game day, do other in-game stuff, like, pace your stream better. Well, don't rush the game.
Because the game's like, this is a big, scary number.
Like, you really, do not rush the game. Like, you are gonna fuck yourself over if you rush that.
I mean, it hasn't happened so far.
No, like, having watched it before giving anything away does not give you hints. It has. It has. It really
I got
has.
The bad ending, Gavin's saying.
No, I'm saying you fucked yourself in a way and you don't even know how. Nothing to do with the story. It's a gameplay thing, purely.
You're gonna need all the SP items for the dumbass final boss because it's a JRPG.
Nope.
Something like
Not
that.
That either. I can't tell you what it is because no hints, but I can tell you like something is going wrong.
Well, see, but that's the thing. I don't even want to hear that, because then it affects how I play the game, and that's what I don't.
I mean,
want.
in this case, I'm kind of hoping it does. So for your own benefit. I want you to enjoy this game.
I like having them segmented even.
What?
I like having all the, fun free times and, the battle-y segments separate.
That's not what I'm talking about.
It helps me keep track of what's happening in each.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about any of that either.
Then I don't understand the problem.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing, you don't.
It doesn't make any sense. What else could it possibly do?
Well, that's the thing. I can't tell you.
By telling me now, I'm just gonna be thinking about it. And get in. Okay. And then I'm eventually gonna figure it out.
I mean, that's good because I say this because I want you to enjoy the game, and I don't want you to come up and go like, "Well, this game sucks." Actually, then I have to point out to you that you just did this thing wrong the entire time.
And that's fine.
It's like when, you know, David just didn't use style stuff at all in Persona 4, and it's like, David, why?
And that's fine.
I mean, it's fine.
Because it makes a good story. We're still talking about it now, aren't we?
I mean, it's a good story, but then you go around and tell other people, well, you know, Persona 5 kind of sucks, and it's kind of like, well, no. It's because you were a dipshit.
No, I say I don't like it. Which, I mean, I do, but that's how I, you know, treat games. I say I don't like it, not it sucks.
Hammer addresses you.
Little Nightmares. I've watched it multiple times. It's I mean, it's kind of that's gone. That's gone for another decade probably. But also, you know, it is. I do agree with the people. It's very expensive for what it is, even if it's beautiful and not terrible at the same time. But that's a lost cause.
Yeah, he was interested at one point, I guess.
Well, that's this thing. I didn't really know what it was, so I'm just like, oh, Northern Lion's playing it. I guess I'll watch it. And at that point, it was already over.
At that point, he walked into the wall for 3 hours and said, I don't get it, dude. And just... That man vexes me, I swear to God. I watched him play Bloodborne, and he's like... It's like half a god at Bloodborne. It's weird. Like, he's weirdly good at Bloodborne, and then I watch him play Sekiro, and I'm like, how the hell did you even learn to walk in Bloodborne?
I mean...
How the hell?
I mean, the thing is, like, you played it before, right?
What?
Sekiro? Before watching him, right?
Actually, no. I watched part of him while I was in the middle of playing it. And he was like, he was at like points where I had just gotten past. I'm not talking like, oh, he doesn't know how to work out how to beat a boss. I'm talking like, he fundamentally completely misunderstands basic stuff about the game, and I don't even know how he's doing that.
I don't know, I feel like you just have this thing that I don't like.
And what's that?
Going on. Where you're just like, oh, well, you know, I know this thing, I'm familiar. People who don't get it are idiots.
No, it's like, when I'm talking about things where like the game will explicitly tell you something, and then he just doesn't get it, or comes along and just goes like, no, it's like, just, you know, it goes out of his head completely, like one ear out the other, and it's just kind of like,
that's how streaming is sometimes. Oh no!
Well, then he shouldn't go on and bitch and go, this thing in the game is broken. It's like, no, you're a fucking idiot. That's part of my main problem with a lot of it, is like, people who get something like fundamentally wrong about the game, while they understand their, like, you know, well, I understand it better, they understand it better, or whatever. And then they would broadcast to others that this game is, like, critically flawed because of this thing that they themselves just fucked up. And it's like, that is not at all fair towards the game itself. And that is, like, very quickly how, like, you know, like, really bad, incorrect, like, reputations and shit will spread, even though, like, there's no right or basis for this.
Idiots.
But yeah.
I'm gonna complain about a game I never played, or whatever that Super Paper Mario thing is. I can see that being a problem, but...
That's probably where a lot of where I come from. It's like, you know, it's the thing I was saying with Persona 5 Road. It's like, I don't want you going, well, this game is kind of bad, and then telling other people that just because you did something wrong, or misunderstood something. It's like, this is shit and bad, and there's too much of that going on as it is.
I don't know, was that... Was I like that with anything recently?
No, not that I can think of recently, no.
Because I mean, Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon doesn't count because that's the whole game. Understanding it is the whole game.
I think like that one is like mostly just a matter of like, I don't know, I guess physiology. Like you were going like, oh god, my thumb and all that, whereas, you know, my mutant ass thumb didn't give a shit for playing that 6 hours straight. Game Gum Syndrome was basically it perfectly. Like the whole, oh, Sonic Adventure sucks really hard dick, when it's really that they were just deliberately making it look bad to, you know, laugh at it and insult it. It's not like that. I'm not saying like, oh, Sonic Adventure is perfect. No, that game's aged hideously. But whenever like they're playing, like, you know, this is like a section where the game plays itself, and they just like vault themselves off the course and go, this is shit. It's like, no, it's not. It's, you're a fucking idiot. I can't. I don't know, this really annoys me about people in games.
I still think I'm right about the cafe.
To be
That
fair,
one I've tried.
to be
I've
fair,
tried,
like, I will
man.
say you are right about the cafe thing. That's like, it should at least tell you that, hey, once you go out, you're not getting back in.
But then having a warning every time would be annoying.
It doesn't have to be every time. It can just flash you a tutorial message at the first time and then off you go.
What if?
Like it does for a lot of other things.
What if you could just walk in the door, and if you want to sleep, you could walk to your bed?
I mean, I think like part of it
Why
is
make
like,
that decision for me?
well, part of it is it's like Sojiro explicitly doesn't want you like lurking around the cafe half the time.
Oh, come on. That's when, you know, storytelling gets in the way of gameplay.
Sometimes that's valuable, but like they should make that like overt instead of just, you know, you have to infer it from Sojiro constantly telling you, okay, like stop hanging around, it's time for you to go.
I mean, it's funny because Persona 5 does explicitly say things, like, often.
Like it's
Like,
also bad.
in case you didn't puzzle what was happening right now, we're gonna explain it to you probably through Anne. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate it more so than, you know, me having a struggle because I'm stupid. How was Oh No not died yet? Oh no, I might die.
Man, there's so much shit.
At least we have the quota, so who cares? We did that with 3 people.
Yeah, I never had problems with Leech Bunches 2 either, except for, you know, like, I had problems while playing it. I have problems with the game. But, like, my problems with the game would be, like, you know, the old ghosts were better, Toad, and just underline that a few times.
Escort quests.
I don't mind that
But
so
the
much. I just
escort
mind that the escort is
is
constantly screeching, literally screeching at you.
Part of the problem was I forgot that you can jump. That's why Paranormal Chaos was so fucking bad for me. But I can say that I beat Paranormal Chaos without jumping. So it's like, I don't know. I think that's because you couldn't do it in Luigi's Mansion 1. I'm just like, yeah. They didn't really force you to do it either.
Yeah, that's the other thing. It's not like you have to do it regularly to get round levels. I hate that trick.
Red. Oh, we aren't getting those eggs, that's for sure.
Nope. Get on. Or do it the awkward way, whatever's cool.
Well, no, I didn't read your name, so I didn't trust you. And even if I saw your name, I probably would have thought he didn't see me. I'm dead, so never trust anyone in this fucking godforsaken map. At least in worst map, it's not fatal. How about, instead of getting eggs, you deal with the snake, you son of a bitch?
Trying it, because, you know, charge weapon and all that, and you'd wait for the snake to expose its soft asshole. I may die. Yep.
I don't know why you were following me.
I wasn't following you, I was just trying to get away from, like, the fuckhole over there, but...
Somehow still alive. Oh my god.
Oh, that's just tragic.
Are you serious? It's okay, I still got one in, but like, come on, man. This map is bad because asshole teammates can intentionally sabotage you.
Or unintentionally. Oh, gushers. Here we go. Small here. Is he gonna pop every single one on this island? Yeah, he did that to me too.
Who opened this one? The other one was small.
I'm glad whoever that was opened all of these. Great.
Ah!
Did you have anything else in your notes?
Yes, a lot.
Why
Actually.
not?
Oh! Just, this is a bad time.
Yeah, no, that's
What hypers do you have? I don't know, maybe
Splashdown and I've one use.
Fucking whatever, man. Go for it.
I will when the car gets like extremely sick again.
Oh.
Which, yeah. Quite that quick. Yeah, this was pretty much fucked in the beginning.
I didn't pick up an egg? Oh my god. How? Yeah, this was forever ago, but
Yeah.
I went and did a physical test, you know, to the further continuation of my health advancements.
Mm.
So my mom suggested this thing, and I'm like, okay, I'll go do it. Turns out it was like 2 hours. I thought it was gonna be pretty short. It just like put me on
2
a
hours?
machine, and then bam, bam, I'm
What
done.
was it?
But basically, I stood on a machine, which is why I thought, you know, I had to hold a pose for several minutes.
Yeah.
So I could scan my body, and then like then it just, you know, tells you stuff about your muscles. Like apparently my left arm is stronger than my right arm, even though I'm right-handed and use my right arm for everything.
Which one did you break?
The left one.
I was gonna say, well, if you broke your right one, the left one would probably just be stronger by default, but... Huh.
I don't know what that's about. And
I don't know
then,
what that's about either.
Apparently my legs are of equal strength, even though I feel like I lean on my right one all the time because I do that one Mickey Mouse pose, basically, whenever I'm standing idle. I mean, that's how I describe it. I think it's pretty accurate.
I can sort of visualize it, if I'm thinking of the right pose.
It's like him kind of leaning to the side on one of his legs.
Yeah.
But maybe it's because I lean back onto the other one, I guess, for a little bit.
Yeah, you probably do, like, unconsciously balance it out.
It's weird. So that was kind of cool. The part that wasn't kind of cool was I had to breathe into a tube without breathing through my nose for 15 minutes.
Like... For 15 minutes?
15 minutes. And she's like, you can
I was
use
gonna
your
say,
phone.
that's like that's like the lung strength or whatever, but like... When I had to do like the lung strength thing for my one work, it was like, it's just like, he just holds out the tube, he's like, okay, breathe in, and it's like, alright.
It's not lung strength. Like, I used to do those when my parents thought I had asthma. In reality, I was just a lazy fat fuck or whatever. But, like, this was like to test my metabolism.
Ah, okay.
So, I don't know how it does that.
It's
but
probably like analyzing whatever's in like your breath and you breathe out.
Maybe. It's like you have to breathe naturally. Like, you know, don't go too fast, don't go too slow. So she's like, you know, she's like, you can use your phone. I'm like, that's gonna affect my breathing. So I didn't. I just sat there staring at the wall for 15 minutes.
Fucking amazing.
It got pretty bad because then the saliva kicks in and it's like, oh my god. And I produce a lot of saliva. My dentist is anything to go by. It was just like, you have to deal with that. You have to deal with, you know, you're like, I thought that the nose clip that I had was slipping off. Am I accidentally breathing through my nose? So I readjusted. I'm like, God, I hope I didn't breathe out my nose that one breath. like a mess. And then the next test was to test, oh god, what's it called? Like your maximum heart rate or whatever.
Yeah.
So they put a Bane mask on me, and getting that to fit was a problem.
Why?
Because like for the breathing, they
Okay.
could keep sensing my breath or whatever. And then they put me on a treadmill and just kept pumping it up, and I was like, because I don't do extensive exercise like that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but the thing is, I feel like mentally I'm tough in a lot of scenarios. Like, I could have, like, when they were like, we can stop now. They say some people want to keep going just to like see how far they can go. Like, I could have kept going when they said that, despite being at my maximum heart rate apparently.
I heard the thing, but I wasn't aware that was coming in. Whoops.
Oh, well. Nor was I.
Like listening to you talking is just
But I mean, basically, I've been only consciously paying attention to the game for like a total of 5 minutes, I think. So.
But yes, continue.
But yeah, they put like a heart rate monitor thing on my chest too, and I forget what that is, but now I have a number for like what my heart rate needs to be at for me to like actually burn fat.
Is that how it works? Like it needs to be at a certain rate to burn fat or whatever?
Yeah, because it's like I've been like casually walking on the treadmill. I got a little bit of a fast walk, not really building up a sweat. That is probably not enough.
Oh yeah.
Like exercise is exercise, but if you want to actually see results, basically.
Yeah, if you want to like see results fast or whatever.
Yeah.
The most disheartening thing to me is that because I've only eaten like eggs, soup, and fruit for like a week because of the tooth holes. I have visibly lost more weight than when I just like actively, constantly try to work it off. I'm just kind of like, great.
But the thing is, that's not gonna last.
So I'm beginning to heal and be able to eat proper food now.
Did they get it or? Fuck.
No, now they have it though.
Yeah, so my mom had a Fitbit from like when she was in an exercise group, and they're like, "You need a Fitbit," and my mom's like, "Okay." To like count your steps or whatever.
Yeah.
I haven't used it yet because I've been really bad about going to the gym, but I'm probably gonna use that to test my heart rate, and I hope it works.
Yeah, being sick does that, yeah. Especially when the sick is like, well, you just straight up can't eat certain kinds of food because it just fuck your mouth.
But something that caught me by surprise, because I'm fat and do nothing all day. My metabolism is apparently godly.
Like, in what sense? I don't understand metabolism stuff.
The lady saw it, and she was like, "Oh my god, that's insane." It's I mean, you probably won't understand the number, but I'm 2,700-ish.
Par level 2,700. Okay.
I think that means every day I burn 2,700 calories by doing nothing.
That is kind of fucking nuts. If that's what it is, that is kind of fucking nuts. You're just some kind of furnace of a man.
Basically, yeah. I thought my brother had high metabolism, and I didn't, but I guess maybe we both do.
I'm morbidly curious what my metabolism is now.
That's the only reason I'm not morbidly obese now, I guess.
Because, like, I'm fat despite not eating a lot, so my metabolism probably isn't extremely high.
But yeah, I guess like exercise is part of it too. But
yeah, as they told me in my one, it's like you're perfectly fine except for the fact you don't exercise. I'm like, yeah, I know.
And meanwhile, Luke's 40 pounds lighter than me, probably because he doesn't eat at all. I guess that explains why I'm hungry all the damn time.
That would do it, actually, yeah, because your body's just constantly like, I'm dying.
We were like, my stomach's too big. Nope. Maybe that's not it. But I looked it up, and apparently, like, if you try to shrink it, it's just not going to work out.
No.
It's just unhealthy, so.
Like, it basically can only get bigger, it can't get smaller. Well, like, not naturally.
Staple it.
You have to like cut chunks out of it and shit, and you know, just don't. That's part of the reason why like extremely obese people have trouble losing weight, because their stomach is just that fucking big and it can't come back down without like being cut to pieces.
Yeah, I'm not very good at counting calories. I tried it. It's like they want me to fucking count the calories for the sandwich meat, which
Like I probably should do that, but I just don't.
then you have to count the calories for the bread, the 2 slices of bread. How many Pop-Tarts did you eat? You have to get the right kind. It's just like looking it up in their database. It's the fucking 50th option. I'm just like, ugh. Gushers. It's high over here.
I feel like this is part of the advantage of like getting into like eating rice. It's just you can just gorge on that shit and be mostly fine.
Yeah, we have a rice cooker, right? Like, gotta try doing that.
We don't, but like I've considered getting one because hey, more ways to do
Why not?
rice.
That just seems like a no-brainer for you.
Yeah, I
What are you
should.
doing?
I mean, I throw it into a wok and just like fucking have at it. Like it's either like you microwave it or you throw it in the wok, one of the two, and off you go. I feel like having a rice cooker with like steamed rice and shit would be nice though.
Oh shit. Steamed rice. I can.
But yes. Good on you. You have the metabolism of like a screaming fire.
Yeah, I feel bad now though because that has been affecting me. Or I'm like, well,
I mean, that probably explains a lot of like your like energy shit and where you go like I need to take naps or whatever. It's like you're just not balancing your goddamn consuming flame.
Maybe, yeah.
Probably.
On the bright side, my mom actually, well, we made the plan way back when, but we actually enacted it yesterday of buying, like she's paying for one of those like delivery meal plans, local one. So, like at least I'll always have dinner, and then whenever Luke doesn't make dinner, I can just use, or when Luke makes dinner, I can use that for lunch, so I'm not eating a pound of meat or something.
That's good.
But we'll see how that goes. It'll be actual food as well.
That's
God,
good. I think that's the main thing. You're not just eating like fucking like fast food deli meats or whatever the hell.
Once again, I haven't eaten at Wawa like consistently in eons.
Consistently.
Which
Which means you still do.
Like even then, like I like to go to Wawa for gas, but even then, that's been kind of changing because it's out of the way compared to things that are literally on my route between dogs. But like, even then, like I went to, like, I think the last 3 or 4 times I went to Wawa to get gas, I didn't go in to buy anything. So
That's
I'm
good.
improving. But nowadays, it's more of a treat kind of thing, which
Be more like me, who was just too poor to ever go to like restaurants or whatever the fuck until
Devin,
I was
how
like.
are you poor?
Not now, but like when I was growing up, it's like we never got fast food, never went to restaurants or anything. Like, just didn't have the money. So like my friends or like we'll have like here's like this restaurant is really cool, and it's like oh we usually go to this thing or get out this every weekend or whatever. And it's like oh that must be fun. My family just ate sausages and chips every Sunday. That's all we had.
You gotta take Gavin out to a fancy dinner.
My friends recently said the same thing. I'm just kind of like it's fine.
I need my friends to take me out to a sushi dinner.
I'd be down for
Fuck.
I want to try more kinds of sushi. Octopus is alright. I want to try the other ones, like the actual fish and shit. Like another guy is like leaving the company, because that just seems to be happening like every 3 weeks. Someone just leaves, which is concerning in a number of ways.
That sounds like a bad time.
Sounds like a bad time. It feels like it, but at least for now, I still have a job. Still getting money, so there's that. But the upside of it is apparently to celebrate him leaving because he's moving to another company. So they just give him a big better offer. We were going to like a dinner for him. Just like celebrate. Hey, here's thanks for all your time here. Hey, might be going to like a Nepali restaurant. And it's got like lots of like chicken and lamb shit. It's like
So
chicken,
what
lamb,
you're
and
saying
rice.
is you should quit your job so that you get a fancy dinner.
Yeah, basically. Well, I think the part of it is you have to like work there for 5 years and then you have to leave and then they'll give you a fancy dinner. Eat the raw fish,
you know what
Chris.
you should do, Gavin?
Eat it, savor it.
Literally the smallest nitpick about Persona 5 of all
What?
time. You should steal a heart, get a treasure, sell it for loads of money, and then instead of using it to buy important stuff, you waste it all on a big dinner. That's what you should do.
I mean, be fair, like 2 of them were like regularly abused students. Like let them have their happiness.
I want to buy guns. I want to spend money on going to a hot spring and calling a maid. That's not what I want.
That's what your mementos money is for. That's not the gang's money. Also eat the raw fish.
Oh, we are making this.
No. What's next on the agenda?
Sushi's one of the things I want to eat. That's the only thing I can remember, but there are plenty. I haven't even tried any food. What is next? Well, your teeth, your whole wisdom teeth scenario.
That sucks. The big one.
Were you put under?
No.
No?
No. Why?
Was it too expensive?
No, I just didn't ask it. He didn't offer. He's just like, okay, here's like 2 needles into like the teeth are being taken out. That will numb that side of your face. All right, time for me to wrench that shit out.
Ew, no,
and so he did.
Gross. What the fuck?
Why do you need to be put under for getting your teeth out?
Because it's bad. And I would know. I actually got one tooth pulled out with numbing. I hated it.
No, like I had like painkillers in the sense that like there was like a local anesthetic to make that so like the area around the teeth numb, like. But like that I had painkillers in that sense. Oh, thank fuck. I'm not mad man just to go like just grease me up, Captain, and just like, fucking wrench it out with nothing. But like I didn't have like like general anesthetic or anything. I was just like nah, just like just numb the area you're going to like be wrenching that, and then off we go.
I would never do something like that without going under. Especially a surgery. Ugh. Like teeth.
See, the impression like between that and like from my sister who like goes to the same dentist and she had like the way she spoke of getting like 2 wisdom teeth out, she's made it sound like the nightmare and she was dying at it. It's like I'm getting the impression that I just generally have an arcane pain tolerance or something. Cause like the worst part of it was like I say worst, it was like relatively like the part that hurt the most was just him bleeding on my fucking face to get like the lower back one. And
no. The part that hurt most was when it wore off at first, right? That's what hurt the most for me.
No, like it really was just like the bit that hurt most was like him bleeding on my goddamn face and stretching my cheek to try and get inside.
Oh my god, oh no, the thing they have to put in your mouth. Ah!
No, he didn't put anything in my mouth. He just like he just kind of well like there's like the suction tube for like getting rid of your saliva and shit. And apart from that, like all he really did was just like, okay, here is my fucking pliers, off we go.
You might need to change practices.
He's a pretty good dentist. Knows his shit.
So is your dentist like there's someone who looks in your mouth and then there's someone else who works on it?
No, it's the one guy.
Okay, because mine is just one person, but I was told that like that's weird. Like there should be a specialist.
Think that's weird.
And then the specialist for looking at them to make sure they're okay. I'm like, okay. I mean,
because it feels like you're just having 2 people do like one person's worth of work. Like he's a trained dentist. Like he's gone to like a dental academy and all that shit. I'm pretty sure he can tell the tooth is fine by looking at it. At least that's like the standards of like our healthcare over here dictate.
Good job, me. So, how long did it take for it to heal?
It's
Fully.
like it's not healed fully yet.
Oh. Do you still have to eat shit?
No, I can eat like proper shit now. Like I'm back. I had like chops
Then that's fully healed. Okay.
It's just like the hole hasn't like fully closed over yet, but it's mostly like I'd say like another day or two, and that thing's basically sealed up and good.
Did you get a dry socket?
No,
Apparently, the dry socket is like the most painful thing you could ever experience.
I imagine, but the thing is, I actually paid attention to the care instructions, so.
Like I was very scared that was gonna happen somehow, despite everything I did against that. I wasn't, everyone's like so afraid of getting their molars pulled. I was fine. Like I was mentally fine there.
I mean, I was mentally fine, but apparently I was also just physically fine with it, so. It's
So it
still
wasn't
weird
a
to me,
big
like
deal.
getting like. It wasn't a big deal. It was mostly,
I
it's basically
sucked
just like
when I
for several. Pardon me. For several days, it just sucked really hard because it was just like like the left side of my mouth I can't use to eat. I can't eat like a lot of my regular stuff because gaping hole. For the first 2-3 days, I had to have a wad of gauze stuck in there just to soak up blood and help
Yeah,
foster the blood clot.
That was the part I hated the most.
Yeah.
And then the the pain initially, like the first day, and then it just wasn't painful at all.
After like for me, it was like it wasn't like a massive spike of pain, but there was like a consistent buzz across like 5 days.
It's the gauze. Oh my god! Because then you're like, "Am I drooling?"
Yeah.
That's what I was like for a whole day. I was afraid I was drooling on myself. Ugh, I hate that. And then obviously starving because you can't eat actual
It's
food.
like when I had to go into work like the day after, I was like, I could probably do this. And then I got into work and like, I was just like the left side of my mouth was just like 2 holes were just buzzing in unison. And I was kind of like, I can't do this. And I just quickly went to my line manager and said, I got my wisdom teeth out. Can I go home? And she was like, fuck yes, go.
Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't call the day off there.
Part of it is I don't know the number to call.
Wow.
I haven't bothered to look it up. But also I felt like it shows good character to actually show up anyway.
Who knows? Maybe it did.
It's like the time in like university first year when there was like the snow was so heavy that like 1% of the school could get in. And like I got into like my first lecture of the day at like 9 a.m. and there's like 2 other people in the giant lecture hall with me. The lecturer walks in and is kind of like, okay, I guess, like, why are any of us here? And just let us go. And
He's probably like, I don't want to teach anyway.
and then the school called it a snow day and said, like, no one can get in. But, like, I still had 100% attendance for that year because I showed up.
I feel like it's bullshit.
No, it isn't, because I was, like, there was only 3 people that year that had 100% intelligence, like, attendance.
Not 100% intelligence.
Attendance.
But, no, like, being rewarded for 100% attendance. Because that just promotes sick motherfuckers coming in and getting everyone else sick. Stay at home! Who cares?
You're right, but it's also just
that is probably 50% of how all disease spreads.
well, that and like, Americans just not believing in magical disease curing juices that have worked for fucking decades.
No, that's not what I mean. I don't mean serious diseases. I mean fucking colds and fevers. Yeah, I got all 4 out at once, and it was pretty fast.
Yeah, I got like 1 out at first, and I got like 2 on the left side of my foot. There's 1 left to go, and I think that's like next on like May 14th.
Why not just get them all out?
Well, part of it was like once he got 2 of them out, he was just kind of like, all right, your face has already been like wrenched to hell, so I think you're better off just like leaving this till next time. And I kind of agreed, because fuck me, dentists can be quite strong.
Bad dentist.
I don't know, I trusted his judgment on it, and I feel like it was also just easier to have like one side of the mouth like curve for that rather than like curve for like both sides at once.
No, because you can't eat the food anyway. So like, at that point, I feel like if you're just getting like one out, at that point your mouth's probably already fucked. Just get them all out.
Yeah, I think I actually do prefer this one, honestly. Either way, any which way, like that'll be like it done once this next one's out. So
It's just like now you have three separate times where you have to deal with all this shit. It's like, why not just do it once, right?
I mean, I get that, but I was already just kind of like fucked from the outset, so if I only getting one out the first time because that one was having actual problems. And...
Oh, that's a problem. Wisdom teeth are stupid.
They are. Teeth that are seemingly designed to destroy themselves.
So like, were you prepared for it?
Oh, well, yeah, I was going in to get them out.
like food and stuff.
I mean, sort of, because it was busy as well. I'm just gonna basically be eating like soup and scrambled eggs.
Like the day before, my mom went on this giant grocery shopping run just for soft foods, and I'm like,
that's a bit extreme. We just had like cans of soup and eggs like that, and I was like, yeah, I'll do.
Like, what did I do to deserve this? It's amazing. I feel like it's great because then I don't have to worry about running out of food.
The other advantage of having it on one side is like, the right side of your mouth is still usable. So I meant I could like chew like fruits and shit still.
You see, I wouldn't trust that.
Well, I mean,
who knows? It's so easy. It just goes to the other side, and then suddenly, ah!
I mean, like maybe if you're a spasm, but I'm not. I have like actual control over my tongue, so I'm fine.
Just why risk it?
It was awkward as hell though.
No one likes just eating on one side of their mouth anyway.
Yeah, no, it sucks, dude. Like, it really sucks.
I love having to be conscious of something while I'm eating.
The funnier thing was trying to drink. And so I just have, like, these glass water bottles that I, like, just keep water in. And I just, like, had one in my mouth, and I was just, like, half sucking it in one side of my mouth, and, like, just drooling a little bit out the other one. And I'm like, I feel like the biggest idiot.
It's like the puffiness of your mouth just gets in the way. It's just like, fuck off. You can't use a straw. Gavin has been deprived of his straw. I didn't think he would be able to drink. Stop. God damn it!
Having to eat on one side of my mouth is why I hate when I bite the inside of my mouth.
Yeah, what was it, like Friday or whatever? You're like, no, it wasn't Friday. It wasn't Sunday.
What?
Maybe it was Friday. Where you're like, hey, want to do salmon run? I'm like, you know.
That was Saturday.
Yeah, I was like, well, I think I'm busy anyway, but even if I wasn't, I'd probably just say, let's not do it.
Happens once every few years. It's always shit. You only bite the inside of your mouth once every few years?
I can't remember the last time I did something like that, so.
Had you done something on tomorrow, you'd have gotten new clothing. That's a good point.
Yeah, but irrelevant. Because one, Luke's not going to wear it anyway. I'm obviously not going to wear it anyway. And we're going to play Salmon Run in the next month. And even if we didn't, we'd get it in a capsule anyway.
Mm.
It would give us 1 extra minute of stuff to talk about.
Speaking
I
of...
did think about that earlier.
What's up next, Agenda Man?
Oh, I thought you were going to bring something up.
No.
Hey, want to talk about that Sonic movie trailer? You did watch it, right?
I did.
Had to, right?
I did. Yes, I watched it.
Like,
Why Gangster's Paradise?
Because he's teaming up with a cop, Gavin. It makes the most sense.
It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Like, why not a remix of Green Hill Zone?
Why not? Like, yeah, like, why not any of the Sonic music? Why fucking Gangster's Paradise?
Well, because it's a movie. It's a live-action movie.
It's a Hollywood movie. That's right. They're fucking terrible.
Like the Mario movie is probably like even just the trailer is probably gonna have its own unique remix of like the Mario theme or something.
Yeah, but that's the kind of the thing. Like, Nintendo actually puts people in to oversee their movies, and they go like, okay, like the Hollywood tries to do like what it wants to do most, where it wants to write an origin story for everything, and then also include like, a big CGI army battle and blue lasers in the sky. Nintendo will just like be swatting them with like rolled up newspaper and going, no, you fucking idiot. And that's why like Detective Pikachu, hideous Pokemon aside, actually looks like a fun movie.
I mean, that's the thing about the hideous Pokemon, though. That's it. That's the point, you know? That's what they were going for.
It's what they were going for, and I feel like they shouldn't have gone for it.
Yeah, it's like, just because they were going for it doesn't mean I have to like it.
Yeah.
But it's different than the Sonic movie.
Yeah,
know?
no, it is very different than the Sonic movie. Cause like,
I don't know what they wanted out of
the main thing,
Sonic.
the main thing with the Pokemon is at least they adhere to the designs. Like it's still tangibly like these are like, you know, I can still say that, yeah, okay, that's like the Pokemon is just, they just, you know, give it like a weird HD grizzle filter and it looks weird. But, you know, and then there's Sonic. I find out Detective Pikachu has a freaking Ludicolo and I don't know how to feel. I saw the trailer with like the Ludicolo bit in it, and while I think it's fucking ugly, it just screaming at random made me laugh my ass off in the theater. So, you know,
like, are you gonna go see Detective Pikachu?
Maybe. I'm kind of like torn. I'm kind of like, will I or won't I? I don't really know yet.
Isn't it coming out soon? Like,
I have no idea.
There have been showings, I think. Like,
it must be because like it had like a trailer in front of like Avengers Endgame spoilers.
Is that the title of the movie?
That's the title of the movie. Yeah, it's Avengers Endgame spoilers. I'm going to die.
I think the Game Explained people went to a showing of it, so surely it's done, right?
It must be. Like I know it must be out soon. Yeah, it's like I hate these snakes. I literally just revived and a second snake comes from nowhere and bumps me. I always have my invincibility things.
Are you gonna go see the Sonic movie?
No. No. I don't want to have nightmares, but little grabby hands. People keep going on about like the face and the mouth and the teeth and all that. Yeah, sure, that's all bad, but his fucking little demented half-human hand things. Like, no.
I think well, obviously his proportions are the worst. Like,
well, yeah.
That's the worst part of him. We already knew that. But what we learned from here, from this trailer, the lips are the worst. If he didn't have lips, I feel like his face would look 100% better.
They just literally ripped a model from the games. He would look 100% better, even with the same live action shit.
No, that's more than 100%. Yeah.
I'm trying so hard, but I have a blaster.
You have the blaster. I mean, I don't even know if I'm interested in Detective Pikachu.
I'll probably go see it. I mean, it just depends, like, can I wrangle anyone else into like seeing it with me?
That's the thing. Like Luke and Jake will probably definitely watch it. Jake invited me to watch fucking Avengers. I haven't watched an Avengers since the first Captain America movie in 2001. So
the last like Marvel movie I watched before Infinity War was Ant-Man 1, and then I just fucked off.
It's like, you don't need to know the lore behind them. You probably already know enough. And I'm like, yeah, but like, I haven't watched Star Wars, so I don't know if I'm gonna be watching Avengers anytime soon.
That's one we need to correct. And
I mean,
there's like 3 movies. I'm happy. Well, 4 movies I'm happy for you to see, and then there's 3 that I really don't want to see again, even watching with you.
I mean, at this point, I kind of want to just wait for whatever that trailer. It's not like
that's
the
episode
end of the
9.
trilogy.
Yeah, I mean that's out in December.
Yeah, at this point I can just wait for that, but... Oh, there are 2 flying fuckers, huh?
Don't really care. That's really the way to be about these things. And it feels like Detective Pikachu could be a good movie, at least. Like, CGI abominations aside, it feels like there's actually, like, good, humorous writing and shit there. Like, it feels like they get the joke, you know? Like, they know what the central premise is, they get the joke, they get what they're doing. The Sonic movie just feels like, you know, deranged Hollywood writers going, well, this is a kids movie. Let's just write it like every kids movie we write ever. And then also it's just like they have a fucking hideous demon thing because Hollywood, I don't know, hates animation that isn't CG.
I just don't know if me wanting to see Jim Carrey in that will be enough. Because I clearly don't want to look at Sonic and his cop friend. I don't give a shit. I would be there for Jim Carrey.
There's so many like things I could say about Hollywood being dipshits about this. Yeah, it's just why is there a cop friend? Why is it in the real world? Why this? Why that? Why the other?
What I'm curious about is like Sonic's power. Like, why is his fur glow? Why, like, why does it seem to have...
We need to explain, like, literally everything. It's not enough that he can just do this. Like, you need to, like, have, like, an actual lore explanation for it.
He runs fast enough that he can take out...
I don't know if Jim can carry the movie by himself. God.
1/4 of the United States electricity. I don't know about that. He's not voiced by Sonic's voice actor? That's pretty bad.
I mean, that's just a given, honestly. No respect
Is
for
it?
Well, yeah, there's no respect for game voice actors from a lot of companies.
I was gonna say, like, because he's animated. There's no reason.
Like why get him when you could just get, like, a wacky comedy Hollywood man to do it instead?
Like, Mike Pollock can't talk through Eggman because he's a real person.
Yeah, I mean,
Sonic.
I feel like it would be far better if they did, and it was just like an old kung fu dub where it just didn't quite line up with the link, like the lips or anything. I would enjoy the movie a lot more if that happened, but...
Did you see Mike Pollock's tweets about it?
I did not know.
He was asked, like, what he thought of the new Eggman, and he's like, I don't have an opinion. I think it's just,
It's called diplomacy.
a bit, not just that, like, just a business kind of thing. Like,
Yeah.
if I say my opinion, that could be bad for me.
The Prometheuns explicitly told us to, like, you know, say nothing, just shut up.
Yeah. He's like, why comment on...
When it turns out to be a dismal failure, then, like, Sega will start cracking their own jokes, and then he'll be allowed to say things.
Well, that's the thing. Sega's not even involved, are they?
I mean, you know, they handed the license rights over, and then they basically just fucked off and said, like, come back when we have our money.
Come back with the money.
And that's basically it. And that's kind of the problem. It's like, they don't care. It's kind of like Sonic's far and away the greatest problem with Sonic is, like, Sega has just not cared enough across its entire thing.
Ever since Sonic Adventure 2.
Yeah, basically. Like, they've just mismanaged the hell out of everything. And it's kind of nuts. I can't wait for the official Sonic to start cracking jokes about it. That'll be great.
That's the thing. I don't know if they're allowed to.
I think they're not allowed to now. Eventually they will be.
Well, speaking of, that animated Sonic racing thing was amazing.
I didn't watch
Surprising
it.
no one. What? It's so good.
I saw like one clip of like Shadow stealing a Chow's drink, and I was like, "That's funny," but I didn't watch it.
I love the analysis of that because the Chow turns dark, but you know, in the game, the Chow would turn light.
Yeah,
because
it would
the
turn
evil
light.
character's doing it. But then the discourse is, well, Shadow's not really a villain now. He's more of an anti-hero, isn't he? So it makes sense that they would become a dark Chow. It's like, oh my god. It had to be intentional because clearly, if they knew about it enough to add the detail in the first place,
Yeah,
clearly
they would get it right by default. Yeah.
So it's definitely not an oversight or a mistake or anything.
Maybe it was intentionally that, you know, he's a hero now, so it would turn dark.
Yeah, Knuckles is always so good in that. The game's gonna suck dick though, but like.
I mean, from all I've seen of it, it actually looks mechanically good. So, like the roster probably will suck dick, but
Nah,
it'll at least play
it's
well.
fine. It's just Sonic. On the bright side, Billy Hatcher is excluded. We lost a lot to get there, but we finally made it. Fuck that game.
One day I'm gonna make you play that on stream.
Well, that's the thing. I was thinking, like, maybe it would be, like, a donation incentive or something. If I ever get that popular.
Omega's car is
I'll
just
probably
good.
never do that, you know?
What?
I would probably never, like, do that.
A donation incentive stuff?
Yeah.
I feel like that's the only sort of thing I would do if I was like running like a charity stream or something.
Hey, you run those because they're tax deductible.
Not really in the UK. Like to an extent, yes, but it doesn't help that much.
I feel like if like this Sonic racing game is gonna come out and people are gonna be like, this fan game is better, and then just go back to it. I don't know how it's abbreviated, like the Sonic Robo Blast card, so it'd be SRBK2.
Alright. I saw someone play some of that, and I don't know how anyone would go like, that's better. But, you know, joke conclusions aside, it's just kind of like, it looks like a fairly standard 2D card game.
It's better than Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I know that much.
I have no opinion either way. Yeah, it is SRB2K then. Sick. Oh, pardon me.
Wow. How rude. Oh, well.
Please assist, I'm right behind you.
No.
And so he didn't, he just fucked off into the ether. Alright, sure, whatever's cool.
I didn't. Why would I go back on my word?
Just be a double dash 2 without blue shells. I wouldn't mind another one like double dash.
Did we get that last egg that's near the basket in?
I don't know. What is everyone there doing? So I was there.
Trapped between the snakes, so.
Oh well. Not much they could have done then.
I was just mashing the A button, hoping I would pick it up. You probably want to go to bed, right?
More or less.
Because I didn't even realize how long we were going until I looked over just now.
How many other things did you have on your notes, or is like that it?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hmm. Can I ask what they were?
But they're not current news.
Even so, what were they?
I'm not telling you. Because I can save them. That's good. I'm getting more of those tickets.
You cannot hold items behind you in double dash, so it made blocking items harder, and meant in the first place wasn't likely just to stay there on this blue shell.
The thing that pisses me off about holding items isn't that. It's actually that I'm holding an item behind me for defense purposes, and someone drives into it, depriving me of it, and then I get hit. That is what I hate the most. I wonder. You probably appreciate the chunk more. And to think that Luke was in poverty before.
So yeah, that's Salmon Run.
Hooray.
The way your schedule is, I guess we don't really know when we'll next be here. Finally got my second perfect gear in Splatoon the other day. Yay! I feel like at some point I would need to make like a special or like a main power up one at some point. But I need to get something that looks good with it.
I mean, what do you even mean?
I mean, you know, the usual, like brush, roller, squiffer.
Like how you included Squiffer.
That Aerospray PG is pretty good because Booyah Bomb is like really cool.
It's gotta have Auto Bomb.
I'm surprised at how much I love like the newest supers. Like they're both fucking great.
Right, the hammer throwing.
The hammer throwing was so good. Like once you told me that, I was like, oh my god.
I like how you would throw it when you still had half a meter left just because you wanted to kill someone with it.
Yeah. Main power up when Squiffer increases range. I must.
Yeah, some of the main power ups just suck dick. Some of them are really good.
Well, like a Squiffer with like 8 speed, but then also does better range. Is like just fucking comedy.
Oh yeah, have you gone into the news section and gotten all the chunks?
Into the what now?
So like on the home menu, there's the red news button.
Oh right, in there.
And then if you go to is it find channels? Where the fuck? Yeah, Squid Research Lab in the channels, and then
Just post in there.
it's like the gear ability tips. There are 5 of them, and you can get a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
You have to restart the game every single time and go through the news section every single time, but it's worth it. Yeah, I was like, oh god, are these limited time? But apparently not.
Fair enough.
So that gives you like 20.
That's a good shot. It's
20 ink saber main, which is always useful.
oh.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Fun talks.
Fun talks. Thanks for watching.
And that's it.
See yous.